I'm Cheryl Boast, 4th and 5th grade teacher from Baltimore County, serving as the president for the Maryland State Education Association. I'm excited to be here with Britt Kerwin, the chair of the Kerwin Commission, to talk about the importance of the recommendations and how we have work to do to make sure we get it past the finish line. And what is it all for? It's to make sure that we secure funding and resources for our students. We have a once-in-a-generation opportunity with the General Assembly to make sure the blueprint for Maryland's future and a new funding formula for Maryland gets passed.
Jim Brochin, for 16 years, represented Baltimore County in the Maryland State Senate.
Yes.
The Democrat, who left office in 2019, knows how Annapolis works and who holds the power. And right now, he says the Maryland State Education Association, Maryland's largest teachers union, appears to be in charge.
I mean, the power they have over this Democratic legislature is astounding.
Brochin believes that power held by MSEA is now bankrupting the state via the blueprint for Maryland's future.
This blueprint for Maryland is a financial disaster that's going to take the state down. And somebody's got to stand up and say, enough. And nobody is doing it.
The blueprint for Maryland's future education bill is now law.
We did it. We've all known the funding in our schools is inadequate, inequitable. We set out to fix it. We organized. We made calls. We told our stories and rallied together and made our voices heard. We fought for the blueprint.
It's nice to see you all again. The Blueprint for Maryland's Future represents the most significant education reform legislation in decades for our state, as you know.
I will work to fully implement the Blueprint for Maryland's Future.
The implementation of the new classroom staffing allocation will require two things. First, elimination of positions. We will be eliminating approximately 92 positions through the implementation of the new classroom allocation standard.
And I will advocate for excellence. This includes implementing the Blueprint for Maryland's Future. I do actually think that the Blueprint will provide for fewer direct instruction hours, and hopefully that gives educators some flexibility for more of that types of training.
In addition to the changes in class sizes and class allocation, we will need to further reduce and eliminate, as a result of staff sizing, we'll have to reduce and eliminate some of our course offerings at the high school level in particular, but also at our middle level, but specifically at our high school level, and that'll address the gap. But in addition to that new standard, we will need to eliminate, reduce, and modify additional positions beyond the 180 I just talked about, and that's going to be about an additional 100 positions. So overall, we're talking approximately 280 positions within 2 years, looking very different than they do today.
The Blueprint is an incredible opportunity to bring in more resources and raise the profile of our county, a benefit for all taxpayers.
And then you combine that with the 44 million Blueprint compliance requirement, we'd have to raise our property taxes 20% in Carroll County just to meet those two obligations.
The first is an elimination. When I say eliminate, it also means to cut, but eliminate a mentor teacher school counseling position. Also, eliminate 2 special education instructional consultants for inclusion. Eliminate a coordinator of instructional technology, that's an administrative position. Eliminate 2 teacher of instructional technology positions. We currently have 3. This would be an elimination of 2. And eliminate a coordinator for career and technical education. That is an administrative position with us currently. And then the next 5 positions listed, the action is identified as repurpose. And that will be true for the coordinator of secondary ELA, the coordinator of secondary mathematics, coordinator of secondary science, coordinator of secondary social studies, and the current coordinator of STEM. These 5 positions will remain administrative positions, but their purpose and job functions will shift. Instead of focusing solely on the specific content area at the secondary level, These administrators are going to focus on their content area, but in the area of compensatory education and across pre-K through 12th grade. Additionally, up here under action is a reduction of athletic director, and we currently have 7 athletic directors. Currently, athletic directors are administrators in our structure. Under this, they would be reduced to becoming, the positions would be reduced to teaching positions in our school system. And then the final central office and administrative position listed here would be the elimination of 1 elementary assistant principal. So these are the changes and the proposed timeline for these changes for central office and administrative positions. Secondary positions. The first one listed is to eliminate 4 middle school reading specialists. Additionally, there'd be the elimination of 4 middle school math resource teachers, and the elimination of middle and high school media specialists. We currently have 15 middle and high school media specialists. We'd be eliminating 14 of those positions. And finally, for the secondary positions would be the elimination of 7 academic facilitators at the high school level. All of these implementations would be scheduled to take place next school year. And then the third set would be elementary positions. The first one would be to eliminate media clerks at the 22 elementary schools. In doing so, essentially in our media centers, we would have media specialists at the elementary level and media clerks at the middle and high school level. Because of that need for additional media clerks at the middle school level, this is an action that would be implemented next school year. Also, the second one listed is the elimination of elementary school reading specialists, 11 of them. That would be at approximately half of our elementary schools. Also, the elimination of 11 elementary school math resource positions, again, at half of our elementary schools. And the final item listed would be the elimination of the primary interventionist. We have 7 of those currently. Our fear was that we'd have class sizes pushing 40, and I think we will have class sizes pushing 40. I don't think we'll have many class sizes over 40, but that is a possibility.
Originally was stated that it was really to elevate the profession of teaching, and I think by the way we're looking at things now, we've done nothing but lower the expectation or the profession of teaching with all of our proposed cuts, moves, reductions. I know that equity was to be a goal of Blueprint, but I feel that we can't attain equity by stripping our Tier 1 and Tier 2 schools of valuable resources and positions. So the model that has been presented, as far as I'm concerned, is out of balance, and it's presenting hardships.